Hello and welcome back to another episode of NIMBY Rails. I'm Joe and you find us sat here looking at what we built last time, the Northwest Triangle. It's half past midnight, you'll see we've earned some pennies and yeah, we are going to be basically plugging in some of the trains that we built last time. No, not trains that we built last time, on the routes that we built last time. So that's the Skipton services and the Ilkley services. Now we need to look at the Leeds to Bradford Foster Square trains. We also need to, they have added some more features. He put that he's released 20 new builds this month. So that's like a build every 1.5 days, which is just insane. It has to be said, it is rather difficult to keep up with when every single time you come to play this game, something else has changed. I'm not going to lie to you there. So yeah, passenger AI at transfers considers stop minimal interval, considers line max interval. God knows. I'm sure, well, I do kind of know what that means. There's also this that's appeared. You know, there's lots of things, which is all jolly nice. So, Leeds to Bradford Foster Square, we are going to need some new lines. So, create a new line. NT, we'll stick with the usual naming convention, LDS-SKI. Leeds to Skipton. We'll just have you as LDS-SKI. Base ticket price will be 6, please. And of course, is it 2 per kilometre? £4 per kilometre. I don't know why we've done that. That should be 2. And Harrogate 2. Why did I do that? I don't know. Right, so we need to go on to Leeds to Foster Square. Copy the colour, because obviously that's a feature now. Paste you on there, and whilst we are here, we'll also have a new line. Paste the colour in there. Yeah, thank you. NT LDS-ILK. That's Leeds to Ilkley. Code LDS-ILK, and we shall have 4 and 2. There we go. So yeah, let's do Ilkley first. Now, what time did we have the Bradfords leaving? We will have to look in trains. We don't need to do that yet. Nah. We're going to be using these platforms here. I mean, to be fair, we can use those as well. Yes, we can. That's good. So, yes, that's fine. Add stops. We'll have stand or stop F. These are in a very strange order, aren't they? REPNLJHC. Yeah, very strange indeed. F. Stop F. And we'll do the Ilkleys first. You will stop at Kirkstall Forge. You will then go up to Guiseley, Menston, Burley and Wharfdale, Ben Ridding, and Ilkley. And yeah, just the same in the opposite direction, please. Now, it's kind of added this thing. I was only having the minimum turnaround. Come on, Guiseley. There we go. I was only having the minimum turnaround thing, the minimum interval. But apparently you can't do that anymore, which is rather annoying. So we need 160 kilometres, and it will just show in red at every single stop. So you'll have to change that now, so that it works. There we go, you see, it's 30 at every stop. Now, I didn't like that because it meant that things were taking too long. So we'll see what happens. So it takes exactly an hour, which means we will get away with 2 trains exactly. Now, that's quite good because it means that it's not going to be clogging up a platform, because the train will be straight in and straight out again. What it means is that if things are late, it's not going to wait. You know, it's going to be straight off it goes. So that is, that's not necessarily a good thing. Now, we need to purchase some new trains. Do we need to purchase some new trains? No, we do not. We shall just clone you. Yes, clone you. Just the one. We don't want to clone the schedule. And yeah, we'll clone you again. Yeah. dokey on the schedule. There's 2 of you now, isn't there? Yes, there is. What schedule are you working to? So 5:05 and 5:35. Okie dokie. So then... Right, so the first one of these will be at 5:25. No, it won't. Yeah, 5:25 will suffice. 5:25. Right, okay. New. 5:25, we'll have a bit of that, thank you. 5:25, there we go. Yeah, because normally these would leave Leeds at like 2 minutes past and 32 minutes past. That was what time the Ilkley services used to leave traditionally. So it will mean that it will just give us a nice little bit of time for it to get out the depot. Do I think it'll take 7 minutes? Probably not, but that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter, really, in the grand scheme of things. Let's just pop you in that depot there. And, yeah, copy and paste, thank you. I don't know what you're doing. You can go. Can we get rid of you? There. No, I want you to be stored in the depot. Oh, why has it gone all pear-shaped? Just no. Delete all week. Pop it back in. Nope. Okay. Paste it in the day. Nope. You're not doing it, are you? There we go. Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, I just want to delete that slot. That's looking better. There we go. You're in the correct depot. You're on the correct day. 5:25. Everything's fine. There we go. And then we shall pop you, paste you on there, please. 5:55. Smashing copy. Dash delete. All is good. That's fine. So we've got that depot set up. We've still got plenty of money to go at yet. So let's pop the time on a little bit quicker, because I don't think it's going to take us as long as that. Now the lines leads to Skipton with Northern trains. Shall we use the same platform? I think we shall. Yeah, let's use that platform. Your next stop on the Skiptons will be Shipley. Yes, it will. Followed by Saltaire, Bingley, Skipton and Silsden. No, Crossflats. Yeah, don't forget Crossflats and Keighley. There we go. There's Keighley. Let's go up here. Skipton and Silsden, Knottingley, and of course Skipton at the top there. And yeah, going back down, we've got Knottingley, Skipton and Silsden, Keighley, Crossflats, Bingley, Saltaire, Shipley, and yeah, next stop Leeds. So the Skiptons are sort of a more express. There's a lot of lines kind of lurking around here. There's things crossing all over the place. That is absolutely splendid. That's what we like. What goes down here? Do some other services kind of go down and do... I forgot, did we put a crossover in? No. Why are there 2 services? What's happening there? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what's happening there. Have I accidentally done... Nope, that's fine. Leads to Ilkley. Kirkstall. I've not accidentally put Burley Park in, have I? Nope. Harrogate. Burley Park. Harrogate, Headingley, Burley Park. How very strange. I think for some reason, I'm sure that I must have accidentally put... No, it all checks out. I don't know why it's kind of sending me up there. But then so I'd like you to come across here and kind of go... Why is it... Yeah, for some reason this train is sending it up to Burley Park. Because you can see it's like highlighted that it goes up there and back again. I feel that we're, you know, I've looked through there. I can't see it. I'm absolutely sure that I'm not going mad. We'll just have to see what happens. We'll program it in and see what happens. So 30 minutes, an hour and 23. So we need 3 trains on this line, pretty much. Yep, that's fine. 3 trains will suffice. So we'll have, yep, clone. Thank you. We'll have 3 of you. And we do not want you to clone the schedule. No, sirree, we do not. You will go from that platform. Yes, you will. Where are we now? Yeah, new. 5:15. Ooh, so close. 5:16. Couldn't have been any closer if I'd have tried without actually being correct. You will then do Leeds to Skipton. Copy and paste, that's fine. Copy you again, and then you will do the 5:45. There is actually a depot up at Skipton, but I don't think that we will need to. I don't think we'll need to utilise that. I think we'll be fine. The depot at Skipton can be used for the Bradford and the Ilkley services. Are we going to use those? I don't know, to tell you the honest truth, but we might do later on. 6:15. All is good. Right, let's get ahead even on the old bit further. There we go. Right, what's happening? So you're fine. We've got a Foster Square. He's going. No messing about. We've got a Skipton. He's going. Why is he going up there? Why have you done that? That's intriguing. Why have you gone up there? Don't know why you've done that. Let's pop in a kind of a junction here, because there is a junction there in real life, so it's not like we're you know, we're not being too ridiculous. There is a junction here. It's not the prettiest junction. That's a bit better, isn't it? Now, have you got rid of the 2 lines up there? Oh, we might have solved that problem. Nope, for some reason the Ilkley train is going up there as well. I don't know why are you doing that? What's the reason for that then? Are you going to cross over there? Ah, right, okay. Maybe I think we've solved the problem. That's fine. Okay. I honestly, I don't know if we have solved the problem. A Skipton service kind of disappeared off, and now it's gone. Oh no, hang on, you are the Skipton service that disappeared off. You went up and back again, didn't you? Yeah, nothing's actually gone for real yet. So the Ilkley service is now popping back over here. Now I want to see that Skipton and Ilkley is actually behaving now, but what it means is that everything's going to be kind of jumbled up. And the times are all wrong for the rest of today. Now I imagine that Shipley is going to be one of these stations where we're going to have a massive issue. I just foresee it happening, that there's going to be thousands of people that are kind of all changing at Shipley. Let's have a look. So what have we got? We've got Ilkley and Foster Square. Why is the Ilkley not going quicker? Obviously, it's just doing very well in the timing department. Right, let's see if this Skipton behaves itself. I'm sure I did the average speed, didn't I? Ah, that might be why. And the Skipton as well, because did it think it was going round there? I don't know. Ooh. Are you going across there now? Please go. No, why do you have this obsession with going up to Burley Park? Why are you doing it? There's no need for you to do it. You can come out of here, you can go across there, across the middle, and then into your station to then come out again. Let's have a look. So the Ilkley doesn't. But the Skipton, for some... Oh, it says the Skipton doesn't either. Oh, this game does me bloody head in. You got many on? No, 0. This could be a bit of a fruitless enterprise. I mean, you've got 4 on. I mean, let's face it, it is only 5:55 on a Monday. So where does the Ilkley train go? So it goes into there. Why does it go into platform 1? Why don't you just... Is there something really obvious that I'm missing here? What's the first stop? Leeds F. Okay. So out of all my trains, Leeds to Skipton, the first stop is Leeds F. All of them is. Same as the Bradfords. Well, no, that's Leeds Q. Yeah. And then the Ilkleys. Ilkley, there. Leeds F. Leeds F. That's peculiar. Look, they're all at it. There's a backlog of Harrogate trains. There's a Foster Square that's stopped there. I just can't fathom it. I mean, the Ilkleys will kind of... Oh no, hang on, there's an Ilkley stuck in Leeds, isn't there? Where's the Skipton trains? Are they all out now? No, there's a 6:15 Skipton yet to come. I mean, let's have a look. Is that Skipton? Oh yeah, that's going to take people into Leeds, isn't it? 65. Because this is, of course, a massive commuter belt in, you know, in real life. All of these trains would just be packed in the morning coming into Leeds. Probably less so now with COVID-19, but you know, it's certainly a busy system. Shipley, yeah, they'd be full after this. Let's just re-estimate that. There we go. So it should go quicker between Leeds and Shipley. I don't really know, it has to be said. That is a very peculiar one. Why are they all insisting on going by Burley Park? I don't know. How strange. Yeah, I genuinely don't know the answer to that one, unfortunately. I just don't. I'd love to be able to say that I do know the answer, but sadly I do not. Which is rather annoying. So what we're going to do is while that is making us some money, we're going to pop a little bit more track in. We all love a bit of track. Let's pop 130 metres there, so that can be Woodlesford. And as you can see now, we're building out past the depot, past Holbeck Depot, through Stourton, up to Methley, and of course Castleford. There's Castleford Station. That's about there, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm going to go for there. Is it a bit further down? This calls on my excellent Google mapping skills. I can't think of a situation where I've ever actually needed to Google Maps Castleford, but yeah, every now and then. I know, you see, I thought it was up here, but it turns out it's not. That is also called Ticklecock Bridge. You're childish, you shouldn't be laughing at things like that, but yes, a Ticklecock Bridge, of all things. There you go, and that's in Castleford. So we've got Castleford, and we will also be popping in. So when you've gone from Castleford, you kind of got a bit of a curve in here, because you end up coming round here, don't you? Yes. Do you actually? Yes, I believe you do. Yes, to Glassoughton, which is about here. Then you come down here, and it's a sharp curve round to the left where you go into Pontefract Monk Hill. Now, Pontefract Monk Hill is roughly, well, the station is essentially straight after the junction, so about there. I'm going to make that a little bit longer, so that if we do decide to get like Grand Central trains stopping there, we're not hindered by platform length. So that's Pontefract Monk Hill. and then you go, of course, up to Knottingley. Now, I reckon Knottingley is about there. Yes, roughly here, because you've got a junction there where you can go up, and then that would take you up to Sherburn in Elmet, eventually. So Knottingley station, there's a bridge there over the top. There we go. I'll pop you in about there. No, you're not 170 metres long. You're nowhere near that long in real life. But for the purpose of this, you are. Now, where do we go also? Now, we're going to need... Yes, we are. We're going to need the Wakefield Kirkgate branch on as well. Because when I was a conductor at Northern, we used to go on these Knottingley services from Leeds, and then they'd change ends and come down through Featherstone, and we don't appear to have... Oh yeah, there's Street House. Featherstone and Street House, before then bending round into Wakefield Kirkgate. So Wakefield Kirkgate station is roughly here. Then it bends round there, doesn't it? And comes out that way. So yeah, we need to pop Kirkgate in there. 250 metres will do. And what this is hopefully going to mean is by building Wakefield Kirkgate, we're going to have like kind of this bit where we can now go down through to you know, to Sheffield from Wakefield. We can also link it up to Huddersfield. We can really put a big bit of the network in. It leads to Wakefield, of course, two big cities. I mean, I know Wakefield's not as big as Leeds, but this is going to be a lot of, you know, there'll be a lot of traffic between the two, I reckon. And of course, you've got Wakefield down to Doncaster through Wakefield Westgate and the East Coast Main Line. Cross-country services also go through Wakefield. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of benefit to putting this station in. Now, where's Street House? Here is Street House. So I reckon it kind of goes a bit cross-country there. Yeah, Street House. You've got the level crossing here at Street House. And the station is essentially, if I remember rightly, it's either Featherstone or Street House where the station is either side of the level crossing. I can't remember off the top of my head, but as we don't have the functionality to do that, it's both going to end up on this side of the level crossing. Only 565 people. Can't believe that, can you? Street House. I thought it would be a busy hub interchange station. Well, sadly, you are mistaken. Now, for some reason, Featherstone is not showing up with a station. Or maybe it is. Yeah, it's there. Pop you in. That'll do. 150 metres. And then Pontefract Tanshelf. That's roughly there off the top of my head. You go under the dual carriageway. That's about there. There we go, yeah. So that is essentially the line. And it used to be absolutely soul-destroying because you used to go from Leeds up to here, and then you'd change ends at Castleford, come back out, up to Knottingley, and then you'd sit there for half an hour to change ends, to come down to Wakefield Kirkgate, to then sit for another half an hour, to then go back up to, back up to Knottingley, to sit for half an hour again. And, you know, it used to take you like 3 hours to do a round trip. You know, Leeds to Knottingley. I've done that wrong. Never mind. Yeah, Leeds to Knottingley and then back to Leeds. It'll just take you hours. 3 hours to do a round trip, just less that. And I always remember thinking to myself, if I worked for another operator, you know, like 3 hours from Leeds, I could go to Liverpool and back with the likes of Transpennine. Which, you know, it's a very good point, isn't it? You could go to Liverpool and back. It's only an hour and a half from Leeds. Where else could I go? If I was with East Coast, I could have actually arrived in London by now. And I mean, cross-country, 3 hours. I mean, it's only like an hour and a half up to Newcastle. So you could technically go to almost Newcastle and back. Now, where do we go here? I reckon we're going to bring it across here. No, I think that's a bit sharp. Let's have a nosy. Yeah, it's going to kind of come up here and then bend to the right, but not too much. We'd quite like to get across there, and then we're going to come up the middle here. There we go, to kind of bring it in there. It's not entirely accurate, but it will do as far as I'm concerned. Why are you not letting me... Oh, you see, yeah, I was just beginning to think you're going to have to viaduct, even though you're a level crossing, and that's killing me to do that, but it's going to have to be. Sadly, level crossings are not a thing in this game. Not yet, anyway. But I mean, with 20 public builds a month coming out, which is a lot of public, you know, a lot of public beaters. Who knows? Level crossings may be here by the next time we see each other. I mean, I'm not particularly bothered either that this isn't a high-speed line. I'm not bothered in the slightest. This is not a high-speed line. This is a very slow line. You used to kind of feel like you were bumbling around on this line quite often. So that's yeah. So that's that. Up there, we'll bring you across. I'm surprised you're letting me. You know, you're giving me an overpass there, but I'm not going to argue with you. Certainly not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. There we go. Bend round to this side. Now, as freight is, because this is a massive, massive freight area around here, as freight is sadly not really a thing in NIMBY Rails, and when I say not really a thing, what I mean is it's not in the slightest. There's a lot of this area that just won't see, you know, a service. I mean, like past here, there's, well, you see this kind of big expanse here. That's a massive freightliner yard. And we're just going to miss out on that, sadly, because it's not a thing in NIMBY Rails. Not yet, anyway. Like I say, public beaters could be here tomorrow. We'll remain ever optimistic. There we go. We'll bring you round there. And straight up and across. So this is going up to Glassoughton now. There's the motorway here. And is it junction 32 on the motorway? There's like this kind of... Oh, there we go. Rather than 4 separate overpasses, it's cheaper to just do one viaduct. Jolly nice, thank you. Yeah, there's a big retail park here, and it's the Escape. The Escape, there's like this kind of... You can go skiing or sledging. You know, it's all a bit much for me. You know, winter sports. Bit extreme for my liking, but there we go. Who am I kidding? Winter sports? I love a good bit of winter sports. When we went to Switzerland, I was, you know, we were sledging down the mountain. Again, that's quite a slow. We'll pop the main line in first. Come on, give me it. There we go. Now, can we have a junction, please? Yes, we can. You're not going to be a particularly, you know, particularly fast junction in the slightest. But, like I said, this is just a little pootler line. In the nicest possible way, it's not a main line. It just has little paces running round on it. Well, doesn't anymore. I remember on one of the last jobs at night, you get, on one of the last Knottingleys, you get a 158. And it was such a treat compared to the, you know, the 144s and 142s of the day. You'd be like, you just savour every moment. It was nice. That's Methley Junction there. Oh, it is actually labelled as Methley Junction. Straight into Woodlesford. Nice straight bit of track there. And it's quite quite a fast bit of line, really, isn't it? I mean, this is not a quick way to get from Wakefield to Leeds. If you were going Wakefield to Leeds, you'd probably get the East Coast Main Line, but it does really depend as to what is quicker, or what is nearer to your house, whether it be the East Coast Main Line, Wakefield Westgate, or whether it be Kirkgate. They're on very different ends of Wakefield, to be honest with you. Wakefield Westgate is kind of more city centre-y. Wakefield Kirkgate, you step off the train there. I don't know how best to describe it, but you walk out the station and you see a boarded up pub that's been vandalised and graffitied. It's without wanting to cast aspersions, you do kind of feel very wrong side of the tracks at Wakefield Kirkgate. And it is said that there's a ghost under the subway that haunts. There's an underpass at the station. We'll write up that. Yeah, it's said that there's a ghost on the underpass, or in the underpass. So believe of that what you will. 100 will do. It's not fast round there anyway. So there we go. That's building the line. Get it built. Up to Knottingley. That's a nice little bit added on, isn't it? We're also going to add next time some more bits and pieces, possibly via Normanton, or possibly we'll stray away from this area altogether. We might go back over to Manchester and shove something else in. We might venture down to Sheffield. Who knows? Please make sure. Or before we do that, if you have an idea, do of course let me know in the comments. I do read them. Sometimes I don't get round to replying to them because obviously I have a real job where I actually go and perform real life work. Well, or so I claim. So sometimes I don't get round to actually replying to people's comments. I am really sorry, but I do read each and every single one of them. Make sure that you comment your feedback, like the video because it helps me no end, and of course subscribe so that you never miss out on any more of our NIMBY Rails Northern Powerhouse series. Until next time, cheerio, goodbye for now.